Welcome in everyone for semifinal number 2, Finest City Friars versus the Wasatch Whalers. For those of you that were trying to tune in for game number 1 semifinal, the conclusion of that game will be posted up on the YouTube channel. Again, we apologize. We were having intermittent power issues here at the floor that was causing the game clocks, the shot clocks, the Wi-Fi, everything was going down. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get a complete live stream of that game. Cali Bucks did take it 10-3 over the Banditos. They advanced to the championship game at 10:30. We've got just a few minutes before we get the Whalers versus the Friars game going on here, but it looks like our power issues have been fully resolved and we should be back up and running with everything. Again, if we run into those issues again, the game is being recorded and we will upload it in full later on today. Again, this is semifinal number 2, Wasatch Whalers against the Finest City Friars. Teams are warming up right now. We'll have game action for you in just a few minutes.
You're on your own. I get filmed all analog and basically these are the ones you can watch the whole game. There's a tournament that's going to be done for the Wednesday. Tuesday to Thursday, you know, those guys from that food I'm talking about. What happened on Wednesday, you just watch out for. These are the tendencies. This guy's a hot boy. Hey, come on.
We're just getting a couple of moments away from the start of semifinal number 2. The Wasatch Whalers against the Finest City Friars. The teams continue their warm-up. You're watching the Wasatch Whalers on the right-hand side of the floor. Ref calls for 30 seconds before game time. Teams will do their ball hunt, grab everything secured in, grab together. Last moment to strategize before we start things here. Again, we apologize, folks, if you were trying to tune in for semifinal number 1. We had intermittent power issues here at the rink that were knocking out the scoreboards, the Wi-Fi, but we seem to have that issue resolved here. But if it does come back around for this game, everything will be recorded and uploaded later on to the YouTube channel so you don't miss a moment of the action. We thank you for bearing with us here through things, and we'll have semifinal number 2 starting up in just a few seconds. All right, refs are giving the teams just a couple extra moments to kind of talk together. Looks like potentially some of the Friars players from earlier in the week are not going to be able to suit up and join with their team. All right, here we go, folks. We're just about ready to go. Teams are going into their respective benches. Starting lineups are out on the floor. This is semifinal number 2, Wasatch Whalers against the Finest City Friars. After the conclusion of this game, we'll have our 5th and 6th place consolation game, the Neon Knights versus the Salt Lake Storm. Referee signals the floor is ready for play. Players come down for the face-off, and there is the opening whistle. Semifinal number 2 is underway. Ball's loose, bouncing around. Friars get possession, start to push down the right-hand side, looking for the feed. Oh, and number 93 with the goal and starts things off early here for the Friars, taking an early 1-0 lead over the Whalers. Friars bench is fired up. Again, if you tuned in with us yesterday evening from the Lee's Family Forum, home of the NLL's Las Vegas Desert Dogs, where we had two 15-minute running time halves, we are back to our traditional 3 periods of 12 minutes of running time. Whalers win the second face-off there. Number 20 has it. Far side. Ball's working around, now bouncing loose into the far corner there. Number 64 corrals it, comes back up. 22, most prolific scorer here for the tournament. Drops it off his teammate, loses possession of it. Ball's bouncing around. We're going to call that one as tipped off of a Friar as the ball rolls down to the Whalers goalie. 26 seconds to go on the shot clock. 11 minutes of remaining in the period, so we're only a minute into this thing, and the Friars are already up 1-0. 64 has it here near side, passes over far side. Number 20 looks to create nothing there, passes it backside to number 22. 22 can't handle the feed. Ball's loose, grabs it over to 20. 20 over to his teammate. Oh, just can't grab it. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ball is loose. Friars grab possession and start to push transition, but a hard ride from the Whalers. Contesting that, again, 10 seconds to get over that big red line there. They do, with 3 seconds to spare, they settle in, say, let's get those O guys out. 77 has it there for the Friars. Gets his full complement of offensive guys out there and settles into things. Looks to drive towards the middle of the floor, does one-handed shovel shot, and oh, he beats the Whalers goalie. Fantastic shot there from the Friars. I don't think the goalie thought that one was going to even make it through the defense, let alone was he going to take that shot, and it sneaks past him. 2-0 Friars. This could potentially be a case of the Whalers kind of caught a bit flat-footed. They're coming into this 3-0. They had a big shutout win yesterday. It's one of those things that sometimes you're overconfident in your abilities. Not to say that the Whalers are not a fantastic team. Again, they've got great team cohesion, playing out of the box lacrosse league there in the Midwest. 76 inside feed, shot and a save from the Friars goalie, standing tall. One of his challenges has been he tends to be quick to go to his butterfly and then leaves the top side exposed. Pass just can't be handled there for the Friars. Ball's loose in the corner, 3-on-1 for the Whalers. That should be easy for them to pick up. They do corral it. They've been one of the few teams that really hasn't had the issue of battling with the ball bouncing around on the concrete because they've been practicing outside in Utah on an asphalt floor. Can't handle pass there. It's going Friars ball. Oh, an ill-advised bounce pass right into his teammate. Good body check from the Whalers. They retain possession. New shot clock. 9 minutes to go here in the period. Friars leading 2-0. 57 with a nice behind-the-back shot. Bounces up and into the netting. That is going to go Friars ball. So like I was talking about, a lot of these teams have been having challenges with this concrete floor. The ball bounces around, takes weird backspins. Again, unlike the turf, even the carpet turf that we had on the Desert Dogs floor yesterday, where you can kind of push in a little bit to the padding and sink in. Obviously, concrete, you can't do that here. And so you're not able to get your stick underneath the ball. You have to be really smart about your pickups. 22, long outside shot, his favorite, low to low. Easy save there for the Friars goalie. Traps it into his body. Ref blows it dead. And we're going back Friars way. But the Whalers, I had been noticing they were posting about their practices on their Instagram channel, and they were outside on an asphalt or concrete floor, so they're used to this. They're kind of experienced with it. Outside shot from number 24 of the Whalers, easy save there for the Friars goalie. Rebound corralled by his teammates, pushing transition. So that's been a big difference for them. They're able to make those loose ball pickups, grab it quickly. 22 outside shot, save from the Friars goalie, traps it. Has possession, starts the transition. Again, as you're a goalie here in box lacrosse, so long as you keep your stick, your body inside your crease area, you're fully protected, whether you have possession or not. If you're a defender and you've got possession in the goal crease, you retain those similar types of protections as you would as a goalie. Ball goes up and out of play. Teams are getting a little chippy. Refs quickly come in to break that one up after we had a near fight breakout in semifinal number 1, something they definitely want to avoid here late stages of this tournament. They want players to go home safely. They want good, clean games. They want spectators to enjoy things, players to enjoy things. Break up the players, and we're back into action here. 77 has it over to 93. 93 gets his hands free. Long outside shot. Nice kick, saving a butte there from the Wasatch Whalers goalie. Ball's bouncing around. Friars keep possession. 93 continues to have it. Back over to 77. 25 seconds to go on the shot clock as they got that reset. Good shot from 77 around his defender, but easy to see and read there from the goalie. Makes a quick stick save and starts to push transition. That's one of those times where you're going to see those outside shots. Those are not ill-advised if you were going to get it around through a screen, something that the goalie just can't easily track it coming out of your stick. As a goalie myself, you're always trained. You're watching the head of the stick. That's where the ball releases from. You don't watch the player. But when you can't see that release point, you don't know where it's going. You don't know when it's coming out. You can kind of take your best guess from the direction that the body is starting to move from things. And we've got a delay call and penalty coming here. I think we're going to have, again, matching minor penalties. One for the Whalers. Oh, he had a broken stick, and one for the Friars. We'll get the call from the official here in just a second.
15 for the box, 2 guys. 93 Brown interference. 15 Black, cross check. Both ways, 2 minutes, 5 and 5.
So we've got an interference for the Friars and then a cross check for the Whalers. Again, ref is reminding it's 5-on-5 because they are matching penalties. They occurred coincidentally together at the same time. It did look like 15, unfortunately, broke his stick there on that cross check. Good shot from number 9. Again, 5-on-5 action here. No one's shorthanded. Both teams are serving 2-minute minor penalties. We had an interference and we had a cross check. 64 pushing, gets inside, shot, and just gets it wide. That one may have gone off the goalie's hand. I think the ref is signaling that was off the goalie's hand. Good save from him. Dipping low. So we got no over and back as it rolls across over. Outlet pass just goes wide. Can't be handled by the Whalers. Ball's loose. Friars pick it up. 24 with possession. Starts to push that transition. Whalers, again, done a fantastic job all tournament long with a good hard ride. 25 has it here near side. Wait for his teammates to come on. Again, we're 5-on-5, but we do have 2 minor penalties in the box right now for 2 minutes. A interference call on the Friars and a cross check on the Whalers. Number 19, captain for the Friars, has possession. Top middle, looking to get his hands free and open. Good screen from his teammate, but he doesn't slip off of it. Oh, and just runs right into the defense as he's coming off of the substitution. 1 second, outside shot, doesn't make it through, just hits off of a defender. We're going to go shot clock. No, ref is signaling. He's pointing something. I think he's just saying that the ball is coming from the backcourt official. Yeah, so we're going to go Whalers ball here as it went off of the defender, but by the time that the shot clock had expired, the ball wasn't out of the floor yet. So we don't get that shot clock reset where you typically do see it when it goes off a defender and out of bounds. Oh, shot and a goal there. Number 22, his first of the game. And his, who knows what number that is for the tournament. A lot. Thank you. 2-1 here. Friars on top of the Whalers. Under 4 minutes to go in the first period of action. Semifinal number 2. Get play started back up here. Ball's loose, bouncing around. No one's got possession yet. Still loose underneath everyone's feet. Ball's kicked up in the air from the Whalers. They grab possession of it. And will start to push into their offensive half of the floor as they look to tie things up here in the late stages of period number 1. Ball's here near side and going down in the far corner. Number 13 has coming back over. Good shot from number 20 and a goal for the Whalers as they tie things up 2-2. That was a great feed, great shot. 20-2 from the Whalers to even things back up 2 apiece. So we've got the Friars going with 3 players back in their defensive half. They know that the Whalers have done a great job of winning faceoffs throughout this tournament like they do right there. So they want to have as many players back on their defensive half to prevent any uneven breaks as they possibly can. If the faceoff guy pushes it forward to himself, then he's got a 3-on-2 opportunity. Shot, loses possession of it as he falls into the crease. Ball's bouncing around. No one's got it yet. Friars trying to grab it. They do. Shot clock's reset, and we start the transition. Oh, it passes intercepted by the Whalers. Inside feet to 0. Oh, a nice save there from the Friars goalie. Fantastic job getting big in the goal. Whalers continue with their fantastic ride. They force a loose ball. It's bouncing around. There is our 10-second backcourt count. That is going to stay Whalers' possession. They've done a great job. Shot save. Ball's bouncing around loose, going out in the far corner. Picked up by number 0, 0-20. 20 with possession here, top middle, gets his hands free, back over to his teammate. 50-51 shot. Oh, just off the goal pipe. We're not going to get an over and back as it tipped off the goal pipe. They'll get a shot clock reset once they get possession here. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Tied up 2-2. Whalers, Friars, semifinal number 2 here at the Sin City Box Invitational 2025. Number 22 has it, looking to get his next goal of the game. He does shoots low, far pipe, and gets his next goal of the tournament. 3-2 Whalers. That's his favorite shot there, that kind of low going far pipe. Teams just aren't pushing out to play some defense on him, giving him a lot of time to just get his hands free and take those shots. Not sure, though, they could really do too much other than just inadvertently screening their goalie. Whalers win the face-off there, number 20 with possession. Ball moves far side. Coming back near side, number 20 with it. Making their final change of offensive players coming out. Number 24 now near side has it here. Driving in, shot outside, easy save there for the Friars goalie. Ball stays with the Whalers. Looking to create, gets inside. And we're going backside. Official did see it go up into the netting, so he let the near side. Sometimes it's just hard as it goes up behind you. As the low official, you can't tell that it's made it all the way up into there. The far side official does say, yes, it went up into the netting. Going Friars' way, number 93 shot just wide of the goal there. Ball's bouncing around. Whalers grab the loose ball, pick it up, and start their transition coming along here. Near side on a 77. Good hard check into the boards. Jars it loose. 19 grabs possession now, pushes it far side over to 24. 8 seconds to go here in the period. 3-2 Whalers. Good ride from the Whalers again. They just kind of drop it down in the corner with the final seconds there. Nothing's going to happen on that one. Sorry, we just dropped you out of frame. And that concludes period number 1. Whalers are leading 3-2 over the Friars. We'll be back in just 2 minutes with the second period. Welcome back up, everyone. We're just about a minute or so away from the start of the second period. Semifinal number 2, Wasatch Whalers, Friars City Friars. Whalers are leading 3-2. Again, if you were trying to catch the first game of the Cali Bucks versus the Banditos, Cali Bucks did win that one 10-3. The field was experiencing some intermittent power issues, so we were losing things on the score clocks, the Wi-Fi. The game did get recorded. We also had a moment there where our equipment had gotten overheated as we had the sun bearing down on us directly from the backside. Despite the cold temperatures, the direct sun still is pretty warm for all the technology here. So we'll have a bit of a break in that game once we get it uploaded, but you will be able to capture all of the action. But we are coming to you live here from semifinal number 2 of the Sin City Box Invitational 2025. We're just about ready to go with second period action. Ref says the floor is ready, signals for the players to come down for the face-off. And there's the whistle. We're back into play here. Ball's flicked back out. Friars do grab possession. Ball's still loose, rolling around. 24 has it. They wanted to say that was an over and back call, but I think the ref is saying no, could have been tipped over or didn't have enough possession for it to be called that. Number 93 has possession of it for the Friars, though. As we get underway, 15 seconds to go in the shot clock. A lot of times already have expired for them. Nothing going on. 9 takes a shot just wide of the goal. Bouncing around. Friars grab possession. Clearing the ball up here, the near side. Just outside of the view of the camera. There it is, bouncing around. Bodies flying around. We've got a random stick just kind of floating out there. We got a head down on the floor. Shots saved from the Friars goalie, pushing transition, 94. Oh, just can't handle the pass. Ball's rolling around loose on the ground. No one's got it yet. Still in the far corner, ball's loose. Number 18 for the Whalers does pick it up and starts to move things up for the floor. Again, we had a stick kind of break off there. I didn't see what had happened on that one. I think it was just didn't have a screw securing the head to the stick itself. But that's been cleared off the floor, so we don't have any debris for the players out there. 22 has it, passes it down near side to his teammate in the low corner. Back up to 22, top middle. Top scorer for the tournament, looking to just continue to pat his stats there. Drops it off to his teammate. Assists count just as much as the goal, but he says nothing's going to happen there from number 93. Good hard defense for him. Oh, the Friars had the opportunity to push transition. Good deflection ride from the Whalers. Ball is loose back down in the corner. They keep possession going. They have it 20 to 22. 22, good feed down low. But the Friars goalie makes a nice, easy save. Again, he's done a great job. He's able to cover that 5 hole. He's kind of that butterfly mentality of a hockey goalie, so he drops down pretty quickly. It has been an Achilles heel for him as he covers down low really well, but leaves his top end exposed. We've seen a couple of head and shoulder fakes that have gotten him to bite on it, and he drops down, leaving the top side exposed. Friars do a hard pass down to the corner. Can't corral it, can't hold on to it, and still bouncing around in the corner. Whalers now have possession, and they look to push. Oh, Friars again. We're getting these long outlet passes. Teams are just either catching a deflection on it, can't handle it. A tight game here. The teams realize that every second's going to matter. Every possession's going to matter. Friars have it in their offensive half. Look to settle things in. Number 77 with possession here. Top middle over to 93. Ball's bouncing loose on the floor. No sense of urgency from the Friars to go and corral that loose ball. Still bouncing around loose. They do grab it over in the far corner. 14 seconds to go in the shot clock. 93 with it in the corner, behind the back pass, and no one from his team is there, and that is going to go over and back. But 22 from the Whalers was back there, ready for something to come his way. Takes the shot, and that looked like it could have gone in. The goalie has it in his hand, but that could have had, again, some just wicked backspin on it. Landing in the goal, didn't hit the net, didn't touch anything, so it was hard to tell if it had gone in. Ref says no goal, as the goalie had then kind of seen it come bouncing around, grabbed it in his hand, kept his hand out of the goal line, and a shot wide. 93 grabs it for the Friars for the rebound shot. Wide again. Ball's bouncing around in the far corner. So a no goal call on that last one for number 22. We can't tell exactly what had happened, and we're going to get a loose ball interference call. So the ball's going to come back down. Friars possession. Whalers, I think, feel a little bit robbed on that one. We couldn't see from our vantage point if that one was in or not, but it looked like it did bounce dangerously close to being over the goal line with some backspin onto it. But then the Friars goalie palmed it, kept it out of the goal, kind of held it there for the ref to see. Oh, it's not in the goal, it's not in the goal. And he agreed with the goalie, said no goal. Play continues to go. Ball's far side. Number 93 has it along the blue line. Coming here near side. Number 77 can't handle the pass. Ball's bouncing around. He's got it. Good hard defense from number 2 on the Whalers, just underneath the fence there. Right along the boards. Ball looks loose. Team's trying to get it out. Friars have it. Oh, not a bad idea there from 93 to get it over. He knew that the shot clock was low. 7:30 to go in the period. Tried to get it on goal, just high and wide. Whalers start to push transition, far side there. And ball went up and out of play. Spectator thankfully throws it back in for the referee. Going back Friars ball. Ball's far side there. Number 19, captain for the Friars with possession. New 30-second shot clock for them as they're down 1 to the Whalers here in semifinal number 2. 94, oh, good job looking for that inside slip pick. Takes the shot maybe a little too early. Had a couple of more steps there. He could have gone in, gotten closer into the goalie. Whalers start to push transition. Balls down in the far corner, near side. That is number 13 with possession. Down to 69. 69 looking to drive back around to X. Create something, gets it up to his teammate, gets his hands free, top middle. Shot and a save from the Friars goalie. Well done there. But Whalers grab the loose ball off the ground. 64 shot, save from the Friars goalie. I think that one may have gone off the goal pipe or off. Yeah, we're going to go off goal pipe there. Ball's here near side, 13. 13 down to 69. 69 looking to get his hands free and drive inside. Good defense from the Friars to prevent that from happening. Cross crease pass. Oh, and I think, stick may have gotten up high into a player, but I think inadvertently, just sometimes you get him into the chest and it continues to just push up with everyone's momentum. Got him up into his throat. Again, that's the challenge with these tournament-style games. Everyone's constantly playing, getting a ton of minutes in, and so by the time you reach the the final day of the tournament. Players are just exhausted physically, mentally. So where you don't necessarily, you're not meaning for anything to happen, it just inherently does. In a situation like that, your bodies are just exhausted. I think we had a couple of players twisting some ankles. We had one big injury earlier in the tournament. Shot saved there from the Friars goalie against number 22. Whalers continue to retain possession. Ball goes up, not high enough into the netting, so it stays in play here along the wall. Ball's here near side 20 to 22, 20 seconds on the shot clock. He did get the shot clock reset as it went off the goalie's leg pads. Ball's loose on the floor. Friars pick it up. Nice one-handed grab there from number 24, pushing it here near side, just along the wall. Tries to get the feed over to his teammate. Can't handle it. Into the wall. Number 94. Oh, he just tried to bat it in there. Bit of a whiff on it, but not a bad idea as the Whalers goalie was coming out of his cage to try and grab the loose ball. Figured might as well. Goalie's out of position. Let's see if I can just tap that one in, but unfortunately just not able to connect. Ball goes up and into the netting and back into play into the Friars goalie's stick and starts to move it back over to their offensive half of the floor. We've got 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the period. 3-2 Whalers. Period number 2, semifinal number 2 of the 2020-25 Sin City Box Invitational. Good hard defense, and we do have a delayed call. That is going to be, there we go, a push with possession there. Again, not something you see a ton of in box, but when you knock the player down and then you keep pushing him down while he's on the ground with possession of the ball, a ref is going to call that one. Friars will take their first power play opportunity of the day, see if they can even things up here at 3 with 4 minutes to go in the second period. This has been a great battle between these two teams. I think, again, the Whalers coming in really confident in their capabilities that they were just going to blank these guys. But the Friars say, not today. We're going to put up a fight. We're going to make that you guys earn that championship seeding. 77 with possession, 5-on-4 for the Friars. Good shot saved by the Whalers goalie right into his chest. Ball's loose on the floor. Whalers have it. Well, good outlet pass, just too high for 76 to grab it, but he's all the way down there by himself. Picks it up off of the boards in the corner. Settles things in. 5-on-4 for the Whalers. Ball's now far side. Along the blue line there with number 15. Again, 5-on-4 for the Friars. Shorthanded for the Whalers. Long outside shot, nothing there. Not a bad one. Just low time on the shot clock. See if they can get anything going. We've got a player's helmet pop off. Shot clock violation. No penalty, nothing called there on that one. Just a helmet that had gotten jarred loose. Some of these guys are going to just wear the chin straps a little bit loose, so equipment can go flying off. You'll see it in the pro games a lot. You see the chin strap just kind of dangling there. Number 93 with possession. Shot saved from the Whalers goalie. Ball's bouncing around loose behind the backside of the goal. Whalers pick it up. Yes, there we go. Starting the transition down the middle of the floor. Number 2 has it, gives it back over to, I think that's number 42. At the top of the blue line. 20 seconds to go in the shot clock. 5-on-4 still here. Short-handed for the Whalers. 15 has it, just outside the blue line. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. 2:18 in the period. See if they can get that extended possession off the goalie. No, ball's loose, bouncing around 20, tries to grab it. 1-2-0. That is our shot clock expiration. Friars ball coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the period. And the penalty has released, so now we are back 5-on-5 action. Good penalty kill there from the Whalers. Number 19 for the Friars. Their captain has it. Ball's far side. Coming near side. 77 looks to try and drive and create something again on his own. Nothing happening there. Ball's bouncing around. Whalers pick it up, and we're going to go a hold call against the Whalers. 2-minute minor, black for holding. We're under 2 minutes to go, under 1:30 to go here in the period. 3-2, Friars are back up on a power play opportunity. Whalers have just successfully killed off a previous penalty. We'll see if they can do that one again here, as that penalty will most likely carry over, if they can, into the third and final period of the game. Ball's far side, 77 now has it. Up to 93, good feed down to 45. He was wide open, couldn't handle the pass cleanly. Gave the defender some time to come in, does get a shot off. Whalers goalie makes the save, starts the transition. You can hear there the Whalers players make a good substitution. 22 with a shot saved from the Friars goalie. Ball's bouncing around loose in the corner. 5-on-4 here for the Friars. Whalers looking to kill off the penalty. 2-minute minor for holding. 93 has possession for the Friars. Drops the ball over into the corner, goes bouncing up into the net, so it's going to stay Whalers ball. 30 seconds to go in the period as they lead 3-2 over the Friars. 22 is going to pick it up and get us started back up here. We'll see if he just kind of takes that time all the way out. He'll probably pull it out as far as can, just kind of give himself some breathing room there. Down to his teammate. They'll take it all the way down to the last second or two before they fire off a shot. Shot and save from the Friars goalie. And that, folks, is going to wrap up period number 2, semifinal number 2. Whalers lead 3-2 over the Friars. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the third and final period here of the second semifinal. Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready to start the third and final period here in semifinal number 2. Wasatch Whalers leading over the Finest City Friars 3-2 in the second semifinal. Cali Bucks have already advanced and punched their ticket to the championship game at 12:30 today. After this game, we will have our 5th and 6th place consolation game. The Neon Knights taking on the Salt Lake Storm. Referees just double checking. We have a penalty still being served from the Whalers. It was that holding for a 2-minute minor. Just double checking on how much time remains on the penalty, which I think is just a matter of seconds here. Signal floor is ready to play. Call the players down, and there's the whistle blowing us back into the third and final period of semifinal number 2. Whalers win possession there. Look to drive hard into the middle. Denied from the Friars again as they are on a 5-on-4 power play opportunity. Whalers looking to get their second penalty kill of the afternoon. Ball 42 to 15. 15 down to his teammate. I believe that is 64, their face-off guy. Looks to get it into the middle. Does, but an intercepted pass from the Friars. They'll start to push transition, see if they can get that power play goal, and they will not get it as the penalty time expires. A second successful PK from the Whalers. We're back 5-on-5 action here. 77 with the possession of the ball. Looks to drive in, use his size and power to just get in. Can't do it. Ball's loose. Whalers have it. Oh, they were trying to push that one forward as best as they possibly can. Pass was just too long and outside the reach of their teammate. Ball's here near side along the fence. Still loose on the floor, loose on the floor. No one's got it, no one's got it. Whalers come away with it. 0 with possession, over to 51. 51 wide open on the crease. Oh, and he just about runs himself out of space. Gets the shot off. Friars City Friars goalie making a fine save. Ball's loose on the ground. Whalers again retain possession off of those rebounds. Something again that we were also seeing the Cali Bucks being able to do a great job against the Banditos, extending out their possession time as best as they possibly can. Can't handle the pass there. Oh, then he grabs it after the Finest City Friars player can't handle the bounce off the deflection. Ball's now far side, looking to create. Gets past his defender, loses his balance, now comes across 3 defenders, loses the ball. Keeps possession though, 15 seconds on the shot clock, still plenty of time for them. Looking to get their hands free, shot, and a goal as they extend their lead now 4-2. Great ball movement there by the Whalers. maintaining your balance and your composure both physically and mentally, finding the opportunity to get your hands free, find your teammate, get that goal. Well done. Early stages here of the third and final period. We're just at 10-minute mark, so we've had 2 minutes expire so far. Again, these are 3 periods of 12-minute running times. We're back into action here as the Whalers push the ball forward, but the Friday City Friars defensive player picks up possession of the loose ball. Oh, has a stick knocked out of his hands. Ball rolls harmlessly away from him, and the Whalers get possession, start to move it back over to their side. 22 has the ball here, looking to create. Takes a shot, save from the Friars goalie. Again, he's done a great job being able to cover those low shots. 22's favorite shot there is that low to low. Takes another one. Kick saved, cleared to the side by the Friars goalie, but they keep possession here. Ball's bouncing around. 69 now has it. Coming near side here to 44. Looking for something. Ball's middle. 24 has. Feeds it on the inside down to the crease. Can't handle the pass. Friars come away with the ball. Looks like this is their other captain, number 29. 19 is their other captain for the Friars. Makes it across the timeline, 29 to 19, captain to captain. Friars settling in for their offensive possession here near side. Ball's with number 25. Takes a shot, gets it through the defenders, but wide of the goal, up into the netting. It's going to go Whalers ball. Across the timeline successfully. Ball's pushed down into the corner. 44 with possession there. Far side, comes back up. Number 20 has it. Looking for some. 64 tries for the step down. Good defense for there from the Whalers just to get in his passing lane. Feeds the crease down to 22, and he just tucks it inside there near pipe. 5-2 Whalers. I think this is where we're going to start to see the Whalers find their footing. Again, they got a little off kilter there. The Friars came out getting an early 1-0 lead off that opening face-off. Kind of put the Whalers back on their heels. So not something that they have really experienced all tournament long, as they've been just dominating play here. And then now as we get here in the final frame, it seems like they've really found their footing, kind of back into their groove of things, as they're really, again, starting to just pick up their pace of play, winning all the loose ball battles, extended possessions, be it off of rebounds on their shots. Good hard rides, forechecking on the clears. 20 has it, looking to drive inside, has his hands free, cross crease pass. 69 gets the shot off. Can't tell if that was off goalie or off goal pipe. Oh, and there he does sneak it in past the near side on the shoulder of the goalie, extending out 6-2 now. Again, that's what we were talking about just a moment ago. They get the loose ball off of those shot deflections, off the rebounds. They don't give up on the play. You're seeing the Friars now kind of a bit more exhausted, not going after the ball as hard as they possibly could. Whalers are capitalizing on those opportunities, getting more shots, getting more goals. 7:15 to go here in the third and final period, semifinal number 2. 6-2 Whalers over the Friars. They're looking to match up against the Cali Bucks in the championship game at 12:30 later on this afternoon. Right after this game, we're going to have the Salt Lake Storm versus the Neon Knights of Las Vegas in the consolation game, competing for 5th and 6th place. Ball's loose over in the corner. Whalers come away with it. Checks around. Does he have anyone against him? No, he doesn't. Drives into the middle of the crease. Shot saved by the Friars goalie. Starts to push transition. Ball's going to come here near side, right underneath the camera. That's over 93 far side on us. He'll settle things down. Wait to get his offensive players out. 77 now. Top middle has it. Over to 19 here. Near side. 19 says clear through. Let's bring it over here. Again, we're starting to see inactivity from the Friars. You've got 3 players down low just standing around. No one setting picks either for the off-ball players or on-ball players, trying to get into the middle. 42 from the Whalers pushes transition down to 20 or down to 18. Shot just wide of the goal. Retains possession again, though. Ball's bouncing around, popped up into the air. 0 has it for the Whalers. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Down to his teammate. Teammate tried to get his hands free. Good defense there from the Friars. Can't get him out. Shot and a goal for number 13 on the Whalers, as they now lead 7-2.
You're good. You're looking.
If we take a look at, here, we'll pan across to you guys. I think this is going to be one of our big discrepancy things. So we've got our Whalers bench over there, jam-packed. You guys are having to stand up on that back bench, versus our Friars bench over here is unfortunately just thin of players right now. Again, tournament style play. This is their 4th game so far of the tournament. If you're coming out with 20 or so players, it seems like, yeah, we're going to probably have enough. A team that comes out with 30 guys is going to make a big, big difference, as you can keep players fresh. You can rest some guys for later on in the tournament. Exhaustion, again, just starts to set in. Save for the Friars goalie, bounces off his head, then came back into his goal crease. Can't make the outlet pass connection. Whalers pick it up, start to come back into the offensive half of the floor. Number 20 has it down to his teammate. Cross floor pass to number 51 here near side, has it, looking to get something going. But again, they're pretty content. Time is on their side. Their ally, 64, has it, gets his hands free as he drives to the middle of the crease, shoots, and a goal. 8-2 Whalers. Good contingent of fans there on the far side cheering things along. 4.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd and final period of the game. Whalers leading 8-2 over the Friars. They're looking to punch their ticket to play the Cali Bucks in the championship game later on this afternoon at 12:30 p.m. Number 20 for the Whalers wins the faceoff cleanly to himself. Again, that's why the Friars are putting 3 players back on that defensive half, because they know number 20's been able to push that ball forward on those faceoffs all tournament long. Gets the feed to the teammate, number 33 on the inside. Can't get good hard shot on that one. Easy for the Friars goalie to just kind of pick up that slow change-up shot. Starts to push transition. 93 crosses the timeline. A little hidden ball fake there, but no one's fooled on that one. Oh, 93 with a nice swim dodge there. Gets hands free. Passes over to 19. 19, good shot. Just wide. Bounces into the defense. And we're going back Whalers' way. Errant pass there. Snagged by the Friars. Can't handle it. Bounces around. Number 22 now for the Whalers. Picks back up. Starts to push back forward. Over his teammate, number 64. 64 to 20. 20 has his hands free. Shot and a save from the Friars goalie up into the netting. But we are staying here for the Whalers. And we're back into play here. 22 with it far side near corner. 69 outside shot. Not a bad one there. Had his hands free. Had a good look at the goal. Just wide. Friars get possession. Start their transition. Again, here's that hard ride from the Whalers. Good defense by them. All the Friars can do is just try and dump it down there. Better to put the ball all the way down in the corner, regroup on defense instead of having that 10-second backcourt count. 42 has it now, pushing it down. 69 far side, looking to get his hands free. Drive in the middle of the crease, does up to number 22. 22 low to low, save by the Friars goalie. And we're back to the good hard forecheck from the Whalers, and they keep possession. Passing that one's going to go over and back as it can't be handled by the Friars, or by the Whalers, sorry. That's going to go Friars ball. 8-2 Whalers with coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd and final period of semifinal number 2. Friars with possession, looking to get something happening here in the late stages of the game. Something's better than nothing for these guys as they're about ready to wrap up their tournament. Whalers will continue to extend their play to the championship game to take on the Cali Bucks. So there's a good slow dive shot, goal for the Friars. 8-3 Whalers now. Again, when we get into the championship game mode, what will be interesting to see here is time on the side of the Cali Bucks, having played the first semifinal and getting to rest up a little bit more, rehydrate, recharge their body, get some fuel into themselves, versus the Whalers, who will only have a 1-game break versus the 2 games for the Bucks. Or is them coming off of just a shorter time off, keeping their energy levels high. Is that going to work more in their favor for the championship game? Again, they've got a bit more of a roster there for the Whalers versus the Bucks. Both teams have a lot of good foot speed. That was a shot and save off of the Whalers goalie out of play. Ball's coming back in. Far side for the Friars as they, again, look to just get a couple more goals here as best as they possibly can in the tournament on a high note. But a great showing from these guys. They're a younger team in their existence. They've got some younger players on their team as well, but they've only been around for about a year, year and a half. 94 with possession, looking to drive, get inside his teammate. Goes for the dunk. Oh, he gets it into the goal, but steps into the crease before the ball crosses the goal plane. The ref says no goal. Whalers quickly push transition, being aware that that was being waved off. Ball's rolling around in the corner. Under 30 seconds to go here in the final period. 69 has the ball, backside of the goal, over to 42. 42 over to, can't see who that number is, up to number 2 now, top middle. 15 seconds to go in the game. 10 in the shot clock. Shot and a goal for the Whalers. That is going to wrap things up here for us as they take the victory 9-3 over the Friars, and will meet the Cali Bucks in the championship game at 1:30 p.m. or 12:30 p.m. this afternoon. We'll be back in just a few minutes with consolation 5th and 6th place game, Salt Lake Storm versus the Las